Hello and welcome back to Songs of Six. We're going to be starting a new playthrough today. I'll tell you a little bit why in a second. We are playing a modded build today with a new race. We've got ambient wildlife installed, so that's going to give nice little animals everywhere. Dig Me a River will allow us to dig canals, and industry insights. Which will, well, do what it says and give us industry insights. So actually the new race that is installed is the Onari race, which was a suggestion by one of my YouTube viewers. And that is also, YouTube is part why I'm starting a new playthrough. So the Dominion of Man, I cut out I made a first episode of to go onto YouTube, but then it didn't go anywhere for like a week, and I kind of abandoned that idea, and then suddenly it picked up like 500 views and a couple of subscribers, which was obviously very nice, but then I didn't have the raw footage anymore from Twitch, so I can continue it. It's just I'll pick it up where I left off from Twitch, which is like 2 hours further, so there'll be quite a lot missing. I might still do that if there is kind of demand for that. But for now, first I want to start a playthrough with the Onari race, which is a race of frogs. And obviously, as my kind of channel branding is a frog, I thought that was quite suitable. So let's start a new random game. Again, we will just go Despot difficulty, select the ambient wildlife and dig me a river. So yeah, here it shows what the mods do. It allows you to dig these canals, which is nice for irrigation. And I think quite realistic, like I don't think it breaks the game, because I'm assuming it will take quite a lot of work. I haven't actually played with it yet. And yeah, add dynamic ambient wildlife to the settlement, that always sounds nice. Right, so let's go Despot. And let's then create a new race. So here we are, the Onari. The Onari were one of many species uplifted by the goddess Nylora, given form and thought so they could thrive within the wet forests of the world. A people of common comforts, the Onari enjoy life as much as they can through entertainment and pleasures. Many were killed during the Age of Ice, though Onari near the equator managed to survive by going into deep hibernation. Now that they've thawed and returned to a new world, hoping to continue living happily and contentedly. So they are an easy race, they're naturally happy, they're quite peaceful, they get along with most other races, but they do demand a lot of entertainment, or they have desire for a lot of entertainment, and they are vulnerable to the cold, so we shouldn't settle anywhere cold, of course. Now, while they are called the Onari, I am gonna call this the Uluguru race. That's obviously my username, and this is actually a race of frogs. So they are these little blue frogs that live at the bottom of Mount Uluguru in Africa, in the rainforests. So yeah, while the Onari aren't blue, they're fairly close, and at least they're frog. And I will call the ruler oh, there's a typo in there, I shouldn't do that. Unknown the first, the Uluguru race. That is a very shitty frog, but it's gonna have to do. Now give him some little legs. There we go, that kind of looks fine. Are those eyes too pointy? Maybe. I'm okay with that. Okay. So there we go. We have ruler unknown, the first of the Uluguru race, with our little frog banner. So let's generate a new world. So like I said, the real race of Uluguru lives in the at the bottom of the mountains in the forest. So I think that would be quite cool to do that as well. You know what? I'm actually quite happy with... Maybe we do this one. It's a little bit less mountain, a little bit more fresh water, but it gives us more clay. We are still isolated, but that's fine. I'm gonna place our capital... Well, actually, let me check some other... Oh, we have another mountain here. I would like to be quite self-sustainable. Alright, that's it. I'm picking it. There we go. We have any good friends close by? Okay, interesting. So we are right next to a human race, and only a human race. There's only humans nearby, actually. Yeah, sadly there is no Ulugurus close to us. Or I guess Onari is the official term. Here we go. So we've got some along the green coast here. The free lands. Alright, so they're all kind of more in the middle here in the center, but it's fine. We have Novakin next to us, which are trading in mushrooms, clay, and stone. Apparently we can't trade with these guys, which kind of sucks. You'd imagine we would be able to, but apparently not. Regardless, let's load into the actual game. And then get to picking a starting location. Okay, so here we have our big river with all our clay. Got some vegetables here, some animals here, some cotton, some apples. Obviously we have a whole bunch of mountains, plural. With some gems in there, that's nice. So, okay, so most of our mining is gonna have to go into the mountain. It actually kind of sucks, because there's, well, we have all these overlapping items, which is not great, and we'll have to dig our way through quite some areas, so to say. But that is a problem for later. We have this nice little road here that could kind of serve as a natural road for our... Oh, this is quite dry land, actually. I thought there was high moisture, but I'm guessing that's closer to the riverbank. Okay, well, interesting. I'm just gonna jot down our landing party right here. Maybe on this dry area instead. Sure, let's do it right here. And there we go. We have now officially settled. So let's see what our little Ulugurus are looking like. So this one actually looks quite a lot like an Uluguru frog. Instead, the color should be inverted, but it's fine. And I will be probably incorrectly referring to them as Ulugurus and, you know, Onari, and vice versa. Let's see what they want. Right. So let's get started by felling some trees. That's that, and let's build some houses first of all. Then another stall there. Then let's do a warehouse. And a janitor. Let's think about where to put some farms. So they love meat. So I'm thinking we should start with Orok pastures. And also at some point fisheries, but we are quite far away from the water, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that now. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about the food. So this is cotton. Don't really know how I'm gonna feed these guys. I guess let's maybe do a fishery if they love fishing. Oh, this is very awkward fishing. Only 2 a day. That does not seem worth it, to be honest. 4 a day for 6 fishermen, that does not seem worth it. Alright, I guess let's build just a hunter for now, and they'll get us some meat. Shit, that needs furniture. You're so right. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't love our options, because the fishing is kind of really terrible. I guess we'll just do the pastures for now to get them the meat that they want, and then once we unlock Globdien, we'll give them some eggs because that is their preferred food. So let's build a little pasture here. It's a bit close to town, but I'll end up getting rid of that anyway. Right, let's actually start and set our little frogs free to do their work. They are all starting by just lying down. Great. Come on, guys, get to work. Oh, look at that. That's the ambient wildlife, I think. All the little butterflies and birds flying about. That's cool. Looks quite nice. I'm thinking we should maybe prioritize them a little bit. Just so they do the stuff that actually matters. I'd rather them have some places to sleep for the first night. I do wonder if the super pop-up is gonna... Oh, the super pop-up. The super screenshot is gonna pop up every time. I'm guessing it might, but we'll see that in a second. Well, speak of the devil. Yes, it does pop up every time, but that's fine. Yeah, so the fisheries really are kind of a terrible option. Well, maybe we can do one here. Oh, look, there is a little fish swimming about. Nice. Yeah, max dimension reached. That's only going to produce 4 a day. That doesn't really seem worth it. For 6 people, that really doesn't seem worth it. I'm not going to worry about that. Right, we have our speaker. We have our hearth. They're building their houses. So they're eating the fruit and the rations, and I guess I should get a vegetable farm up and running just because now I can still do that. without having to forage for vegetables. So I'll get a little vegetable farm going. So let's just get some small farms going. There we go, we've got our first houses. So no one is homeless anymore, luckily. And then let's activate a couple more jobs. Right, we have 4 days of food. We've got a consumption rate of 10 already. So we should hopefully... Oh, well, we need to get some food up and running quick. Otherwise, we're going to consume our starting food. Oh, well, as I say that, I think the last food has been taken away. Oh, no, it's being moved to the food stall. Right. It is almost late summer though, so if we do have to forage, we can forage a little bit. Yeah, okay, so we have about 7 days of food, so that will last us through the summer and winter fine. But I would like to get the farms up so that next season we get some more food coming in. There we go, they're all very loyal actually. 500% loyalty, 500% happiness, that's fantastic. Obviously that's only in the beginning. As we move on, that will drop a bit, but that's fine. We've got the hearth going. They're fine with the access and the quality, just upgrades. Speaker is good as well. Okay, so apparently the food stalls, we need more of them. We're already up to 25 people. Gonna activate the last of these houses. They're working on the farms, so that's good. The warehouse is done. Let's call that central storage. And then let us set some resources. Right, so let's see. The farms have been built. It's just the food's been eaten. So I'm gonna have to do some foraging. So let's do that right now. I think that might be enough. I'm gonna do a little extra row just in case. Then hopefully they're gonna come and forage this. And then let me also check for fruit. Yeah. Okay, there is a little bit of food here, so we can take that. The rest of the houses are built as well, so I'm gonna welcome another bunch of people. So we're all the way up to 22 workforce already. Or well, 22 odd jobbers, I guess. We should be able to finish our farms easily with this amount of food. Yeah, we are able to. So I'm gonna start upgrading some of our buildings to wood, because our people love that. Can do about that much. And then up until here. Sure. Not quite everything. And then I'm gonna also activate this wood chopping job. And also activate this. Is this all stone lying here? Yeah, okay, we're gonna get a bunch of stone, but that's fine, I'm okay with that. How are our farms doing? There we go, we've got some farms going. So we are consuming at 16.5, so it's already quite a lot, I guess, because we grew so quick. And then I'm gonna activate also this meat farm. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for tuning into the first episode of the Uluguru World Domination. Obviously it's a very humble beginnings, but we have a nice little town set out ready to go, and in the next episode we'll continue improving it. We'll start an industry, we'll start trading, and slowly start growing our empire. I want to thank you very much for joining. If you have any recommendations or tips, please let me know. Obviously, I'm very new to this and I'm looking to improve my editing style. So let me know what sticks and let me know especially what doesn't stick. I hope to see you in the next episode.